Hello, good evening. Tonight is basically I'm looking for pins. I've gotten some suggestions, I got some hints, I got some tips, and I thought I'd just kind of explore Google Maps, Google Earth with you guys, and let's see what we can find together. Um, One thing though I wanted to start off with and ask is, or bring up, whatever, is anybody having any problems with security when you're out camping, other than wildlife? I saw this really strange video on YouTube. I was looking at the other people that are posting videos on YouTube similar to mine. And there's this one thumbnail, the guy's got his pistol out, and he's like, threats in camp. Okay, well, I mean, it's a possibility, but I've been camping in the Mendocino National Forest for well over 20 years. I had people come into my camp, but I've never had my stuff tampered with when I was away. I don't know if anybody ever went into my camp when I'm away, but anyway, he rambles on for like 15 minutes about people coming into your camp. And since COVID, more people are dispersed camping. And because of that, your likelihood of running into problem people is a higher likelihood. Well, I, I guess they're correct in that sense. Quiet my phone down. It is more likely to happen, but I've been camping since COVID, dispersed camping, and I haven't had a single issue yet. No, nothing's been gone missing from my, knock on wood, nothing's gone missing from camp. No one's come into camp that wasn't anything but extremely friendly. Let's see, I think I've met 6 or 7 different people when we've been out on these different trips, and all of them were great people. So I don't know. I'd be curious about your thoughts. Either put them in this chat and we'll go over them, or put them in the comments if you're watching this later as a live stream. Or watching this live stream later. Put in the comments below. I'd be curious to see if anybody's having any issues. Because again, I'm not having a single issue, and I'm not putting up any signs of any kind like you're being watched or beware of Smith & Wesson. None of that. I'm just going camping. With that said, I'm going to share my screen and let's switch over to Google Earth and take a look at what's going on here. What we can find. So how do I share my screen? Oh yeah, share screen. Share. Google Earth. Okay, so this is the same. I think it's a KLM or KMZ file that I have up on Patreon right now. On the left, on my left, I hope it's on your left too, are all the different places that have meant making a pin for me. Some of them are vista points, some are cool places to take your picture, some are dispersed campgrounds, some are campgrounds that I've been to that I kind of liked, or my notes. As you can see, there's quite a few, and when you click on them, there's all the different pins to take you, so you can use that to navigate to. And they will say some notes in there. I did come across some new ones, which are down in here. We're going to go over those in a little bit. But at any rate, I imported that file I was talking about on the last live stream about my pins. I imported that into Google Earth, and they're all here. SP Ridge Camp, and then up comes a description, and I happen to have a video up. Now, you unfortunately can't just click the link. I don't know why, but it doesn't work that way. But you can copy and paste it into your browser, and then you can watch a video. If you want to see this particular campsite, there's a video link right here. Not every spot do I have a video about it, but I have some sort of little notes. Well, this one I do. So if you want to get these pins, check me out on Patreon. Again, we're now uploading stuff like little shorts, outtakes, and whatnot, and pictures to Patreon daily. Also, every few days I am basically posting. So I'm going to start posting some sort of little tidbit about like today. It was remember when you're in the national forest, even if you're in California and it's legal to smoke pot, it is not legal in the Mendocino National Forest because that's federal land. So little tips and tricks that I'm going to start posting on a regular basis. So check me out on Patreon. But back to the map. So I'm leaving tomorrow for camping for a few days. I don't know, a day, 2, a year, as long as I can get the wife to stay happy and let me go out. But here's a few locations that were shared with me that I thought I'd share with you. here's one right here. And actually, I remember going to this spot when we were checking out the. I brought these up before. These are these train car bridges. It's a train car that they use to span the river. There's one here, and then there's another one here. We'll have a video coming out at some point because I did do a walk around with the Osmo, and then I did do some flying with the drone. So we'll have much better images soon enough. These are, you can't drive on them anymore. These are really big logs that are big enough to show up on satellite view, and this is a huge boulder. So I mean, I guess you could if you're, you're not supposed to. Let's leave it at that. But I did walk into this site. I didn't have time to do a vlog, if you will, of it, but I did make a pin of it. This is a rather large spot, fairly flat, a lot of room for parking or to spread yourself out if you just want to kind of take over an area. I was here 2.5 or 3 weeks ago this weekend, and this was flowing water. It wasn't very much. It was enough you could sit in it and soak, and it wouldn't just be like halfway up your thigh or something. It was more than that. But I thought I would, while I was here, I might check it out a little bit more in depth on Google Earth. Google Maps is swell, but it doesn't have every road, and even then, they're not always where they say they're going to be. So, see, here's a road that goes up. I was on foot when I went in there, so I obviously did not go this far, but I'm just wondering where it goes. So sometimes this is how I find roughly where I'm going to go. Remember, you got to stay, what is it, 1 car length or more off the main road, and no breaking trail. It goes through the trees somehow in through here. Oh, okay, there's FH7, so it's almost like it doubles back. This looks kind of hot, arid, and windy and dry to me over in here. Over back where we just were, it looks a little bit nicer. You got the shelter of the trees. So you can come up in through here, but you can also come up in through here. Okay. And again, I'm just familiarizing myself. I'm going to be in this general vicinity, not exactly sure where. So I'm just kind of cruising around, seeing while I'm here, what I might want to visit or explore while I'm out here. This road goes on for quite a ways. Oh, all right. So Cottonwood Glade. Right next to Cold Creek. Again, I have all of these listed in the pins file. Hi.
There are teardrop sage in there.
Thank you. Okay. Did you need anything?
What?
Did you need anything?
I got mine.
Okay, cool. Let's see, general vicinity. So this is just orienting myself from where everything else is. Okay. So these are 2 other spots that were given to me. And again, I just wanted to kind of check out the neighborhood. Looks like you take open here, side road. Oh, there is somebody staying right here in the Google Earth view. Looks like they got a trailer in there. Okay, so now we know you can get a trailer in there. If you can get a trailer in there, you can likely get somewhat of a car in there. We were out in this area not long ago, and it was we had a Honda Civic make it in. We went to Board Tree. It wasn't anything exciting, but she made it with no issues. I'm expecting a lot of dust. Oh, how much would I recommend? Yeah, well, depending on the tires. So, yeah, I would. I would definitely. I always air down my tires when I have. Well, let me correct myself. When I had my Toyota that had all terrains, yes, I'd air down to sometimes as low as 17, but generally right around 20 because I didn't want to go too low. I'm not doing extreme, and they're just all terrains. But both the Chevy we drive now and the Subaru, I can't air those tires down. The Chevy's like driving a rock, as the saying goes. Except for when I load it down, the springs, obviously an object at rest tends to stay at rest, so the springs take up all the abuse. But yeah, oh yeah, every time if I have if the tires will take it, I'll air them down. But again, with the Chevy, I can't do that. But yeah, always. Your ride is a lot smoother and your traction is a lot better. Absolutely. If you're going to do it on a regular basis, I might consider getting the, I think it's made by ARB. They make a fast air down tool where you pull the valve stem out. So when you do press the air release, the air just comes pouring out a lot faster than if you use like a stick to hit your valve stem. It takes a long time. They have one that it lets the air out really quickly and then has a gauge on it too. And then you can thread the valve stem back in very easily. I'd recommend that for sure. Our Toyota had an onboard air compressor for the airbags in the back on the suspension, which was perfect for using for like an air chuck, and you can get an a pressure sensor, so you can basically use that same compressor to fill your tires with, and they'll fill a lot faster than those little portable ones you usually find like Walmart and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know what kind of tires you have, and I'm not a tire expert, but yeah, when I had the ability, even when we had the mud terrains, I aired them down as much as possible. But again, that also depends on the terrain you're driving on, like snow and sand. I think you want to go even lower, but also like if you have a heavy load, you might not want to go quite as low. You might want to go to like 25. So I don't see anybody camping here. Again, I'm just exploring the map. These are places that were like, hey, check this one out and that one out. And I'm just doing a general scan of the area and just hanging out with you. Well, I get to know the area that I haven't been here yet. I'm trying to figure out what areas I want to explore. I know Google Earth isn't perfect, but it sure is a lot better than just needlessly driving around. If I can find some spots, but yeah, I want to check that one out, and then have some sort of idea ahead of time is a bonus. I got somebody driving. A big turnabout there. Okay. Probably should have opened this in Google Maps because then I could switch between satellite and map view, but it doesn't matter. But that one looks like it's right off of FH7. I would imagine this is it here. I'm not sure what road that is, but I have the coordinates. Again, you can check all these out on my pins. Hunter Camp. I wonder if it actually flows water at all, or is it just like a subterranean creek? It looks like you can drive along it. This one end? Or does it keep going? No, it keeps going. There's a lot up in here. Oh, so you just kind of get lost in the forest here sometimes. Just looking around. So you're off the main road sleeping in here, but you're awfully visible, although you have 2 escape points. 2 ways to get, it's like a horseshoe driveway in front of your house. You can just pull in, park, and then whoop, straight out. Huh. All right. What was the other one? Oh yeah, so this one I've heard about. It's on the map. Firefighter Memorial with a bell, apparently. So this is a spot I want to check out. I think I'm going right by this tomorrow. I'm going to be going up I-5 and then west on 162 this time. No, it looks like it's off of it. So like I'm only guessing here because I don't have Google Maps. I should have loaded that one. This looks like it's 162, so it's off of there, but still fairly easy to find. The road looks smooth enough. If I go there, I'm going to be pulling the trailer, so I hope I can make it. Does that road meet back up? Because this almost looks paved. Yeah, that is paved. All right. Almost looks like a dirt bike trail along this ridge line here. Okay, yeah, it does turn in, and it's quite obvious too. Paved the beginning of the stretch. How far is that? It's a little ways. Can't you measure with this thing somehow? Draw a line or a shape. No, I don't want to draw a line or a shape. There is apparently a backstory to this place, and obviously some reason that they built this whole memorial. Kind of the terrain reminds me of Indian Valley Reservoir right here. The trees look short, stubby, lots of brush, bushes. Wow. Ooh, somebody live over here? Is that a rock outcropping? That almost looks like a rock outcropping right there. Is somebody camping maybe? Well, let's see. I think you do this here, and we'll just call it Route 2C. And then, from what I understand, I can export this and put it onto Avenza maps, and you can use it there also. So I can use it in the field. Well, that doesn't look like anything I want to take the trailer down. I don't know what this portion of road right here is. It's in the shade, but it looks intimidating. I wonder. Yeah. Is this some sort of like bathroom vista point thing, maybe? It does have quite the view, huh? So I think it's Grindstone Canyon is the lowest point in the Mendocino National Forest. It's like 750 feet above sea level. All right. And then let's see. It changed. They were yellow. Oh no, they're still here. Tip top camp. Go here. How do I go here? Okay, don't go there. I guess I'll have to find it the hard way. Ooh. What are those? Big green pools with a bunch of buildings. I wonder what they've got going on out there. I don't see any grapes or anything. I wonder why they've got those huge ponds. They look like they're filled with algae. Huh. All right. Okay. Let's see here. There it is. That's the one I was looking for. This one seems like it's on the top of a bluff. So wind would probably be a real issue. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I haven't set foot here. Thinking about it, but I haven't set foot here. There's a lot of little roads right in here. Wow. A lot of escape routes. And is that, it looks like somebody's camped right here too. Or an abandoned car, one of the two. There's something round. I wonder if that's a fire ring. So how do you get in here? Oh, okay. Not so bad. It's tucked away from the road plenty. It also reminds, just looking at this view, reminds me of Indian Valley, but I bet it's nothing like it. What does it say the elevation here? You have 5,530 feet. I like staying in the higher elevations, especially in the summer. The climate is so much nicer. Oh, just get me up, 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 up. So What else do we got here? Spanish camp? Where is that one? Okay. There it is. Can we make it face north? Okay, so north is up. And then Bushy Mountain. Okay. Oh, this is down a little valley. That's cool. What's the elevation at this one? 5,044 feet. Okay. Looks like the road to get in. It looks like a nice road to get in there. Nice and smooth. So again, I believe this is FH7, or would it be the next one? It's not that far away. I'd rather stay down in this little valley than up on a ridgetop. The downside would be that if you go into one that's really long, you'll get cold air sinks. And so it'll go down into the little valley, gather inside here, and then its own, I don't want to say gravity, but it'll pull itself down. And then you'll have, it'll get really cold. I would not be concerned this time of year, though. This one, to me, I really want to set foot in all of these. But this one looks like it has some decent tree canopy. The other one didn't look like it was so good. But again, I haven't been there. These are just places that was suggested for me to check out. Oh yeah, there's another car over here. This is 1, 2 cars. So this looks like it's a really big spot. Lots of room. And what looks to me, it looks like a fire ring. That one's pretty compelling to go check out. What else we got here? Want to see out of that one? Cottonwood Glade. Where is that one? I hope I'm not going too fast to make people sick. I'm trying to go somewhat slow. I'm looking for Cottonwood Glade. There it is. So there's Plaskett Meadows, not that far. Okay, and then what are these ones? Creekside Camp. Oh, we already looked at that one. Okay. So while I'm in the area, let's see what else is here. Yeah, everything sure changes once you get on that north side. How much lusher that is. All these trees versus it's not quite south facing, but I mean, these are south facing. Oh, have you guys seen this? Let me see if I can pull it up. Was it B17? I think it is. B17 crash. I want to go check this out. So we talked about this. Came up. I don't remember the extent in a few live streams ago. I want to check this out. I'm not going to be in the area this time. I'm going to be on the eastern end, and this is on the western side of the Mendocino National Forest. But it's not too. It's close, as relatively speaking, but. The closest landmark I can give you that would be FH7 M1. It would be northwest. But I'll throw a link to this in the description of this video when we're done. But the guys even got, let's make the text a little bigger, easier to read. So he's got a whole storyline behind it. Apparently, there was a false report that the weather was going to be clear, and it turned out it wasn't. But when you go down to the bottom, he's actually got pictures. I scanned Google Earth quite a bit. I wasn't able to find it on there, but I think he said it's a 3-mile hike in. I'd make a 3-mile hike to check that out. So again, if you want to see a B-17, the wreckage is from a B-17. It's there. I'll throw this link in there, and at some point I'll make it out there before it snows. I have a laundry list of places I want to go check out. A whole bunch. Anyway, so where else am I going to be? Is here spring water? Is this? I think this is it here where I wanted to. Yeah, okay. So thinking about watching the sunset from here one evening, this ocean view. I actually did a couple of live streams from right here. I had 5G's, plenty of signal, better signal I do at home. But the view from here, look at this. You can see right in through the ridge lines. You're pretty high up. What's this one? It's 66, 53. So you're definitely above everything else. I thought it'd be a fun place to watch the sunset, either that or Black Butte. Black Butte, though, when you click on that one, I do have a video. You can double click. You can copy and paste the link into your browser and see a video of that one. This one is a hike in for the last little bit. So watching the sunset, I will, if we do that, you have to be prepared with some way to see down there. But you can see the road just comes up, and I think we made it within a mile in our truck. Somewhere in here is where we couldn't make it anymore. But we don't have any sort of serious rock crawler, though. Not that you could make it all the way, but you could definitely make it a little further if you had something with a little more ground clearance than our stock Chevy with highway terrains that you can't air down. Again, I'm just looking around at what's here. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, okay. So this is 22 and 11, if I remember. Yeah. So there's a huge amount of elderberries right in through here. Granted, I mean, they're everywhere out in this forest. I did call the Willows office to find out about harvesting them, and it's a special use permit. I have to mail in the application, but this meadow here, I hadn't walked any of this yet. Park on the road here, and then hike up in here and take a look at things. When we were here, about a month ago, this was just starting to the flowers were just budding, and now when we left 2.5 weeks ago, the flower buds were a lot larger, but still hadn't completely opened in some areas. And this meadow right now is lush and green. So we thought about maybe hiking the perimeter and up in here a little bit. And I didn't realize it was quite so big up above there. So walking around it might be a little more adventurous than I thought, which is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. This creek will be flowing. The water coming down from all the snow melt, all that melted. But I didn't realize how big this is. And I don't know how much of this is lush and green. I know all of this will be, but I didn't know this was even here. I've never left the road before. I didn't realize it was quite so close to the road either. You see, sometimes with Google Earth, you get a whole new perspective of things. Stoked, this time we're going to be bringing the FPV goggles to tether with the drone. So that'll be awesome. You talk about exploring, send the drone up, and then be able to look up, down, left, right, and have head tracking with the tethered to the camera. That's awesome stuff. Here's how straight these are. It's kind of strange. Nature is very random. Those don't look very random. Yeah, it's interesting what you see sometimes from Google Earth. It's worth, dropping a pin so you remember when you go back out. Don't forget to check this out. It's like a house or something here. Oh wait, is that? Yeah, okay. I've seen this. I drove pretty close to it one time. I turned around and left. I know where that is, and this is also. So I should drop a pin here. How about selfie hike? That's what we'll call it. This is a really lush and green for as soon as the snow melts till now and probably like another few weeks. A really cool place to take a stroll if you park and get away from the house. Maybe go the other end and stay down here and just kind of watch. You'll see deer and stuff cross through here. It's really cool spot. Also, a really good spot to have your drone fly. Let's say along this tree line facing the road, and then have it follow you down the road, because all this green lush and then you have the forest in the background. You kind of get the best of both worlds. That'd be a great spot. I've planned on using that spot before, but I haven't actually done it yet. I've made the plan, but I've never executed. But now I just added another pin. So again, that'll be added to the file. That'll be available. It is available for download. With these updates I'm doing tonight, that won't be on for a week maybe, but there's already 50 pins or something like that available for download right now. Does it say how many? I'm new to Google My Places, or My Favorite Places, so I'm still learning here, but you can see there's quite a few. Places, and I just added a couple more tonight. We're getting into, there's a Vista Point here, and then Keller Lake. I've already explored those a whole bunch. Oh, that's a really big meadow. Sometimes it's cool to get proportions. This is a great view. If you haven't been here yet, it's worth the mile hike to get in here, for sure. This is Dogwood Camp. We just did a video this week. I think it was Tuesday, of this spot right here. Fun spot, but both times I've been by there, it's been occupied, so I haven't been able to actually see the whole thing. When we were there the first time, we found pulled in and parked and did a bunch of hiking and some videos you could see from the YouTube video we just launched. After walking around, there's like a second spot that's not very far away. Well, there was an RV trailer there I didn't see when we pulled in, tucked back in the bushes. So this one's actually you can go there if you wanted to go with say 2 couples or 2 families and have some degree of separation. There's one in the trees over here, and there's one in the trees over in here. So that's a cool spot. And real mellow, or really easy drive to get in there. A car could make it no problem. Well, I shouldn't say no problem. The right driver, a car could make it with no problem. So, figure out where I am again. Want to do some fishing. Definitely want to do some fishing. There's a road behind here, huh? Goes by Plaskett Creek. Comes in the backside. It almost looks like the day. No, that's not the day use area. Weird. Okay. I have definitely not explored all of Mendocino National Forest. Here's more of that non-randomness. Look at these trees, they're like straight lines. Huh. Unless somebody's growing trees. California speak for big pot plants. All right, where are we? Ooh. Ice Spring. I've been told to go check this out. I believe it was Ice Spring. Let me grab my map. I'm trying to back up in case my paper map crashes. Get my pins on there. Let's see. Oh, I could switch this so you guys can see more of what's going on. It'd be really obnoxious, but whatever. It should be a little better for you, I hope. No idea what's going on. Where is that spot? Ocean, tree. Yeah, ice spring. Okay, that's one I was told to go check out. I don't have a pin there. Oops, that's not the right view. We want a bigger view. What I can't share. Yeah, that's probably better. Ice spring. I was told to go check this out. So let's drop a pin. There we go, that's better. Now you can see me. I am a real live person. Ice spring. Again, I haven't been here, so I'll drop a pin. I'll save this file, export it, and upload it to Avenza, and then be able to use that offline and off-road to navigate to these places. It looks like there's some kind of road that goes down in there. I wonder if it's ice cold spring water. That'd be awesome. Just kind of looking around. Is this a cliff edge or a road? That's a road, okay. You want to duck down one of these trails, I'd guess. What's this one? You can see a lot of people pull in here. I wonder if this is a campsite. See a whole lot of people pull in there. Spring water. Link to the location and the video are down in my videos somewhere. So type in spring water in the search, you'll get it. Yeah, Ben, I agree. That's what I was mentioning. There's a lot of factors in that. Maybe start with airing them down a little less, and we'll see what works out. It's better to, well, next time I'd like to go a little lower than, oh, I popped a bead. That's the worst. So, Ben, thank you for chiming in. I appreciate that. So ice spring, okay. And that road just rises this ridge line. What's on the other side? Does it go down to the water? Florida. Is this a trail? If it is, it looks like it's steep. I make that face because I don't drive a Jeep. I used to have a Toyota, but I don't anymore. So to me, I don't know those are possible. I'm four-wheel drive in a 3/4 ton late model diesel. It does really good, but it's not a Jeep or Toyota. Wonder if there's a way down to Grindstone Creek. I mean, it looks like people have tried. Let's see. Wonder if that's like a vista point. Doesn't look very big. I mean, I guess you could camp there, but it looks like it'd be a cool view. I'm not one to stay at places like this, though. Those tend to get hit by the wind pretty bad. No, I'm not a fan of the wind. Something with more trees and further in from the edge. At least if you can get in, like if you were to stay in one of these spots, at least you're in from the edge a little bit, so the wind will hopefully go over you. But I still haven't found a trail down there, so maybe that's not happening. Yeah, I don't see much down in there. Not to say it's not there, but I don't see much. Oh, there's where Kildry Creek empties in. Spills in. We were just talking about that spot. It's called Dogwood Camp on the video we just launched. All right, I'm getting lost here. Where am I? Okay, Hardin Ridge. It sure looks like a road, but not one I think I'm going to want to take. But maybe I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But some of that looks really narrow. Just not very inviting to a stock. What's that? Stock truck. So somebody got down in here. There's something there. Okay, there's a road over here. So, unless they crashed and rolled down the hill. I guess that's a possibility. Maybe they tried to make it all the way down. The brakes gave out. All right, where are we? Sometimes when you're cruising around, you can find little areas of clearing or a hidden water, hidden pond. An example would be, let's see here. So we want to go somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So I've referenced this spot quite a number of times. I've stayed here a bunch of times, like the view, but it is in a little, like, this goes uphill this way and uphill this way. So you're in this bowl and the wind just comes up over the ridge, down, and just right through camp. Great view, but really windy. But point is, until I got on Google Earth, I never knew about this pond. Where'd it go? There it is, right nearby. So we were staying here. I've stayed here a bunch of times. So I think probably 5 or 6 times. Never found this though. So actually, that's a good point. Now that I'm dropping pins when I'm here, because I'm going to be going there to get spring water when we're staying there this weekend. While I'm in the neighborhood, because I'm going to staying on the other end of the forest. Maybe I can find this while I'm over there. Pond, and call it, and then it's good. Seasonal question mark, because I don't know if it's seasonal. There, it's marked. So here, that's the example I'm trying to allude to is until I jumped on Google Earth, I did not know this was even here. And this looks big enough to me to not be seasonal, but only one way to find out. And it looks to me like there's some kind of traffic going in and out of here. So I'm curious. Oh yeah, it looks like a vehicle right there. I'm really curious. Don't forget, everybody, deer season starts the section I'm going into near Plesket Meadows, generally speaking. Deer season starts next month. It starts with archery season. It's not going to be too busy, but hit this beginning of rifle season, it's going to be packed. My personal plan is when I go camping during, I have a hunting license. I don't really use it. I fish more than anything. I'm going into the game refuge. Yes, Ben, I will be up there this weekend. Tomorrow evening through, if I'm lucky, Tuesday. I'm going to be visiting up in this pond area to get spring water, probably Saturday morning. Saturday night, I'm hoping to fish Plesket Meadows. I'm hoping, cross some fingers. Likely to be staying somewhere in this vicinity. I'm a little concerned that the board tree will be full of people. So my backup plan is these other areas I was just going over a few minutes ago. The thing that's nice about there is there's water to put out your campfire, and you can have a real wood fire, even in the very high fire danger. No, I thought about going up on the M1 ranch, then up on the M1. 2014 Chevy Duramax crew cab short bed with a FAA licensed drone pilot sticker on the back window. That's us. But I'm bringing some people out that I've never been out with before, so I'm just kind of surfing around trying to figure out, if they ask for this or that, if I can help oblige. Why is this? It's weird how these shapes, nature doesn't always make straight lines. Just they always catch my eye for some reason. Also, probably be listening to channel 17 on not listening to, but using 17 on GMRS. Let's check. What frequency is this one? No, that's not. Yeah, I think that is set to it. Channel 17. 725. No, it's not on there. Anyway, we'll likely be listening to 17. Worst case, 19. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's a very good point. Maybe these are a lot of those straight lines I was just talking about are replantings. Because you saw the straight lines of the trees. I saw one not long ago that was just a huge, massive area. They did just do selective logging. It's here. I was up. Yeah, this area. When I was here 2.5 weeks ago, and then a month ago, they were up in here. So a month ago, they had just started selective logging in here. And then I was there about 2.5 weeks ago, and they had definitely been in there. You can see the roads have been graded a lot flatter from the heavy equipment coming in and out. And then you can see where it's like twisted and turned on the road. And the road's all right, but it's definitely going to be some massive amounts of erosion. And you can see there are trees missing, but it's not clear cut. I'm trying to remember where I saw that big patch recently of trees that they were just straight lines for a massive amount of area. Yeah, see, I'm just waiting for something to kind of catch my eye. Again, I've only really been staying until recently Plaskett Meadows and turn that off and west, and now I'm coming in from the east and trying to not go past Plaskett Meadows and stay east of it, and just try and learn new area because the Mendocino National Forest is massive. It's huge. If you, I know the rivers, Black Butte's not the same as the river, but the ocean view on the Mendocino map, and then I think it's on here too. Yeah, well, on here they call it Brushy Mountain. The view from here is epic. If you go to this one here, you can see east. Just zoom out. From that one, you can see all of this very clearly. We saw fireworks from all these different cities on the 4th of July. No problem at all. And then from the other one, apparently on a clear day, you can see the ocean. You can see pretty far. I think when I was out there last, I could only maybe see. Yeah, see, I wouldn't even be able to see Dos Rios. Still pretty far. It's a little past Covelo, but ocean view is cool. Definitely worth checking out. Where were we just at? Yeah, here it is, Brushy Mountain. On the map, it's called Ocean View, right? Oh, there it is. It's called Ocean View on here. There it is. So you can search those on Google, no problem. They're already up there, and you can see someone has been checking it out when they got their picture taken. So if you're going to be around that area, those are a couple spots worth checking out. And I'll definitely be in this neighborhood. Here's a spot that just kind of ends. All right. And then the first right and then 2 lefts. We did a lot of these. They're a lot of fun. I came home with my first good dent and a ton of scratches. The dent's the one that gets me, though. I'm going to have that taken out. I want more trees, though. There's not enough trees right here. This shape caught my eye as a possible place to camp. But see, like this is awesome. All these trees in here, because it's almost north facing. Where these places are nice and lush, there's a good chance you're going to find grasses growing there, and you're going to find deer in there. I'm no hunting expert, but that would be my 2 cents. All these green patches right here, because these are pictures that are probably taken later in the year. Does it say when? It probably does somewhere, but I don't see it. There's a lot of water in this area. Not all of it can you actually access, but a lot of it feeds the grasses and whatnot. It's food for the deer. We saw, let's see here, where is it? FH7, where'd it go? Here? Yeah, that must be it here. So FH7, right in here, saw a 4-pointer, still in velvet, 2.5 weeks ago. Across the road, well, maybe it's a little further up, right in here. Don't know if he's still there. There's a real nice buck right in there. Not that I'm supposed to be telling you how to get your food. Again, I was talking about the elderberries because I plan to harvest some, and there's a whole bunch. Let's see here, down in this area. No, is it further in? A little further in. There's a ton of them up in through here. But yeah, here's more just weird straight lines. They didn't plant very many trees. Either that, or I guess maybe a bunch of them didn't take off. I like how this spot is like in between a couple of roads, though. It's not a car length off the main road. That's when it gets just too much dust this time of year. And everybody gets to see into your camp. Not that that's a major issue, but a little privacy is good, right? Where's that water, though? So is the water show up one here? Yeah. Yeah, here it is. So below Board Tree, there's a pond in here. It's great. But there's also the spring, so you can get water because you're allowed to have a fire up here. You can get spring water right here to extinguish your fire because you have to have water. It's all right. It's right there. Again, just cruising around, getting to know the area, and saying hello to you while you join me cruising on the map. That looks lush. How far is that? Oh, that's right across. So I'm gonna have the FPV goggles on this trip with the head tracking, so I can tether the movements of my head to the camera gimbal, so I can fly around and I can look around while the drone is looking, and that's yeah. You do that from a zero gravity chair and just kick back. Oh man. But these meadows, those are cool. Those would be cool to fly over. I wonder if I can get over to them because I'm not sure if this is going up. No, it's going down. Let's see. Looking at the elevation in the corner there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 0. Yeah, it does go downhill. All right. So the trees would be the only issue with the signal blocking. Well, that's fine. I can always come over to here to check it out too. Or right here, and then I can fly down both. Fly right in through these trees into the next meadow. Oh yeah, that'd be epic. A lot of fun. I know tonight's not quite as exciting as usual, but sometimes this is what I gotta do to go find places. And just a pre-scout. That's a narrow little trail that just leads back down to another one that almost looks like it's just a go have fun kind of trail. Ooh, what's this one? That's not one. Not too much tree cover, but can you get in there? That log looks like it's been run over around the turn. There's a few little nifty turns in there, but whatever. Wonder if I can tow my trailer down this. It's not like it's anything big, it's only single axle. There's another car. Wow. I expect to see this much traffic on the road. Squaw camp, hunter camp. There's a whole bunch of places in here. Ben, you're talking about the being logged. Longdoe Ridge. We're thinking of trying to explore over there. No, to be honest, no, I'm not. I'd be really curious how it turns out, though. If you put a video up, please send me the link. I love to check out new places. Bald Mountain. Does that show up if I do a search? Yeah, wrong area. No. Come on now. Is there more than one? Nope, just the one. West of Bald Mountain on Longdoe Ridge. Let's see if that one sort of shows up. Oh yeah, okay. No, can't say I've been here. I want north, so I kind of have some orientation where I'm at. So where's the closest place I've been? Rock. Okay, so this is all. I know where this is, off the M1. That's Whole Mountain. No, Meadow. Oh, so this is before. This is north of Whole Mountain. No, I haven't been here. I think Bald Mountain's the border of where the OHV is no longer allowed past. So you can go south of here, but not north. How do you get in there? Oh, okay. Is this it? Isn't there a way to tilt this or something? I thought there was. Ah, whatever. This looks like a volcanic rock. I saw some vehicles camped on the satellite image. There it is. There's trails out here. Have you been here, Ben? What is it? This is tree cover, I assume. I like these kinds of rocks. They're fun to walk around on. This is a cool. Oh, there's a vehicle. That's an RV. Cool. All right. So this can't be that bad to get out there if they got an RV out there. How do you? Oh, okay. There's their turnaround. So this must end in here. Wow, that's quite a network. Let's see here. Drop a pin at this one here. No, not there. Let's go right on top of that RV. So, what is this? Longbow. It almost sounds like longbow. For some reason, I keep saying longbow. What's the elevation here? 4,506. There's a bunch of roads. And those are big for them to show up this far and zoomed out. Okay, so it looks like they come in over here. And so how do you rotate this? No, that's not how you rotate. I wanted to see a different angle. Because that's where the road is. All right, so and that'd be a deep spot. That's a decent drive up the M1. To get to the M1 in here, that's a decent drive because you got to come in through Pillsbury. That's what, an hour and a half, 2 hours to get here, roughly, or come in from FH7. Let's see. Yeah, up in there still. So you're looking at least, you're almost halfway, it looks like, between Whole Mountain and FH7. This I stayed here once, hidden camp, I call it. Click on it so you can see the coordinates. No. Oh, you can see them on the screen though. 39 degrees, 42 minutes, 0.03 seconds, 122, 59 minutes, 17 seconds west. It's fairly large, not terribly flat, but it's definitely off of the main road. Here's the M1. You can come in through there, and I think there's a secondary entrance too, like through here. Yeah, because there's a pit toilet right here. So you could stay as a pit toilet here in a couple of like campsites. I don't know if this is an official campground. I never looked that one up, but there's a dispersed site right here. I think we had 6 trucks, 9 people. This was 2018. We stayed there. We came in from the M1. But the M1, in my opinion, when you start, sorry, I'm going so fast, trying to go slower. This hill climb coming up in through here, this is brutal. There's so much washboard, and the turns are fairly steep and they're steep downhill, but also steep to go around them. I had a bear of a time towing the trailer down that with all the washboard. Super slow going. This portion, once you get up on the ridge line, is not bad. You can go pretty good, but coming up this, oh, brutal. Ben, yeah, if you see anything and you're willing to share it, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on here. I'd love to see whatever you got or hear whatever you got. Take pictures and come on the show with me. Let's talk about it. I'm trying to share all my adventures with y'all. Etzel Ridge. Oh, there's the name of the campground right there. Grizzly Flat Dispersed Campground. All right. It's not a very big campground, though. It's tiny. It's really only a couple of spots. Where were we just at? Rock outcrop. Okay, so I did this when I first got my drone. This is one of the first places I practiced a bunch of flights was on this rock outcropping. The M1 is really close by. There it is. That's the M1. Going north, going south. Get rid of this. This rock outcropping is really cool. Have the drone fly over you or do selfies out here. This is a cool, really big rock outcropping. So I thought it was worth putting a pin there. And you can see it from the M1. You know it's there. I think I parked right in here. There's a big turnoff right here. That was the first place, again, that I ever did dronies, I guess they're called, and whatnot. Looks like there's another dispersed spot over in here. But, again, that's right on the edge. We're talking 451. So it's 300, yes, so that's definitely going uphill. The wind's going to beat you. No thanks. Let's see, where were we? The Longdoe. What's the view like from there? And that's the Eel River, right? Oh, Elk Creek, okay. Is that a runway? What is that? No kidding. I had no idea there. Whoa, they've got a lot of water. I had no idea there was an airport there. So can you see that airport from that Longdoe? Man, where is that? Oh, that's really far south of Covelo. Where is that? Look, there's an airstrip in the middle of nowhere. Laytonville. Yeah, that's way up there. Huh. I had no idea. Crazy. I wonder what's going on here that they need an airport. Oh, they got a pool? They got a kids' play center? I mean, forgive me for spying, but is this like a resort or something? No, look at horse stables, housing, somebody's permanent residence. Huh. Sorry to spy on you, but you got a cool place. And the fact that you have your own airstrip, these are your hangars? Wow. That's pretty cool. I've never seen this before. I hadn't been on Google Earth. Never would have seen it before. Huh. They obviously farm it. I guess when this thing swings out, you got to be careful because it hits the runway. Whoa. So I wonder if you can see that from Longdo. And this is where I wish I had the, can I do, how can we find that? There's got to be some way. How do I export that to? That's what we're just looking at. 4 Pines Longdo. Well, none M1 satellite view. Rid of that. And where's that airstrip now? There it is. Yeah, most definitely not in the National Forest. Oh, you're right on near the edge. Right on the edge of the National Forest. So you're actually going to leave part of it to get over to this area. Huh. You really skirt the edge of the National Forest going down the M1. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Just basically stay in your car. Huh. Yeah, okay, that's a neat looking spot. I have not been there, and I am curious about it. There's some water over in here. What are those? Devil's Rock Garden. Barley Lake. That looks like there's some water in there. Temporary. The wilderness is closed. Yeah, sure. Well, I guess it's not a bad thing. Most people think it's closed and they won't go there. It's fine. But there's a second one that has even more water. So let's go back and set a pin there to, where were those? Switch between the two. Map. So southeast of where we were. Devil's Rock Garden is down in here. Yeah, here we go. Let's put a pin there. Close. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. Spell or autocorrect, spell check, whatever, get it all done later. I doubt there's any fish here, but judging by this terrain that's surrounding this area, this is the most abundant water in the area. If I was going deer hunting, that might be another place to consider, is right here. I don't know if this is seasonal. I don't know when this was taken. But that doesn't look very seasonal to me. Considering a lot of this foliage has died off, there's water in this area where there's not a lot of water, and then you find bodies of water. Where do you think the animals are going to be? It's like a road right in through here, and you can just stay lakeside right here. Might as well put another pin. Oops. Barley Lake. There's a couple more pins to go check out. All right. Again, I'm not even staying in that area. I got totally sidetracked. I guess if you're still watching, I should say both of my vehicles have a big gold sticker in the back that says FAA licensed drone pilot. That and my chin, you'll know it's me. Because I do spend time out in these roads doing day trips in the Subaru sometimes also. That's my scouting vehicle, is a 2016 Outback. Excuse me. So again, I'm going to be over in here, up off FH7. Excuse me. Somewhere in there. I want to stay near Ocean View because I'd like to be able to see that sunset and get a time lapse of that. I'd like to stay at Board Tree, but I'll know when I get there. Again, hoping to do some fishing at Plesket Meadows, wherever that may be on the map, and then go get some spring water. It's this one, water spring. So this is where I go to get my water. I only bring about a gallon, maybe 2 when I leave here, and then I get all of my water from here. I know I'm crazy and weird, but I need enough to get to the water spring, and then I'm good to go from the rest of the way because I know there's water there. I've been there in September, October area or time frame, and it was still flowing plenty good. I know it's kind of a risk, but it's a risk I'll take. I don't really like hauling a ton of water because it's heavy. Granted, the Duramax doesn't care. Sure, throw it in here. Smoother ride anyway. And there's that green algae place again. Oh, Valley View Conservation Camp number 34. So what are they growing algae at the Conservation Corps? That stuff is so green. I guess, what is it, their waste treatment facility? I mean, that's not that many buildings. Maybe. Seems like a lot. It's a lot more than their water supply tanks. It's really weird that the pattern of that algae, and what is it doing way out here? Not that I'm offended or upset about it. I'm just like, wow, my curiosity's peaked, that's for sure. They've got a lot of stuff. Huh. Yeah, I mean, look how far out I am. It's the camera view, 30,000 feet. You can still see it. The elevation here is 4,500 feet. Oh, yeah. About that time. All right, well, so these yellow pins will be some new ones for me. Maybe this Tip Top Camp, Spanish Camp, Cold Springs Camp, and then also Ice Spring. I'm probably going to check that one out. The rest I might revisit because I'm with new people, but I'm going to try and stick to Plesket Meadows and Ocean View only and spend the rest of the time looking for something new. So you have more pins I can share with y'all. Yeah, this is, I mean, we're not even breaking the tip of the iceberg here with all these places. Look at how many pins I've got. So an entrance from Nice into Bartlett Springs, Hugh Springs, Indian Valley Reservoir, up north, up into the Indian Dick area. There's plenty of pins, and I'm only going to be adding to these, and it's only going to be growing every time I go out. So Okay, that's I want to see caught my eye. Again, check it out on Patreon if you want the one-time fee to download this map with all the details. And again, it's got the places I have videos. There's links to the videos. Just copy and paste it into your browser. Yeah, Ocean View, I don't have video yet. Epic Vista. I should type in some more description, but there is a little video. You can copy and paste this into your browser and see a video of that spot. So I don't know if it took me about 10 hours so far of work to get this going, but every time I go out, I'm going to be adding to this. So if you want to stay, I get the updates. It's all on Patreon. But anyway, with that said, unless y'all got any more questions, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Probably not gonna sleep well because tomorrow, go back here. Because tomorrow I'm leaving for camping again. I can't wait. It's gonna be fantastic, awesome, never a bad time. So I don't know. I guess with that said, keep your eyes open for a white Chevy truck with a drone pilot sticker in the back window. I don't know, it's what, 10, 12 inches wide. Or if you see a dark blue Subaru with a same drone sticker, that's me. Come say hi, wave me down. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I can do a live stream from Ocean View East to say hi to y'all when I'm out there and give you a view around, check it all out. So thanks for your time. I'm glad you joined me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, like button, comments with questions or comments after we're done live streaming. I do my best to keep track of the comments and reply to them. If you want to direct message me or private message me, whatever generation you're from on Facebook, feel free. Same name as you see displayed on here. Just go ahead and shoot me a message. I'll do my best to reply in a timely manner and say hello. If you're out in the woods and you know I'm out there also, that's a great way to get a hold of me. As soon as I get coverage, I'll reply. A lot of FH7 does have spots where you can get coverage, so I'll get a push notification. So at any rate, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Cheers.